The world is electrifying, and one small metal sits at the center: lithium. According to USGS, batteries now account for about 87% of global lithium end use. That means lithium is no longer just an industrial mineral. It is an energy security mineral.
EVs, phones, laptops, military electronics, and renewable storage all depend on it.
The question is not only how much lithium exists, but who controls supply. Lithium is not rare in the Earth's crust, but usable lithium is concentrated.
USGS estimates world lithium resources at about 115 million tons.
But reserves, the economically recoverable portion, are around 30 million tons.
The largest resources sit in Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Australia, China, Canada, and the United States.
So, availability is not just geology, it is mining, permits, water, capital, and politics. In 2024, global lithium mine production reached about 240,000 tons. Australia led with about 88,000 tons, mostly from hard rock spodumene mines. Chile produced about 49,000 tons, mainly from brine operations. China followed with about 41,000 tons, while Zimbabwe in Argentina expanded fast. The supply map is global, but still narrow enough to create dependency risk. Lithium demand is being pulled upward by one force: batteries. IEA says lithium demand rose nearly 30% in 2024, far above the 2010s trend. Electric car sales exceeded 17 million globally in 2024, more than 20% of new cars sold. EV battery demand alone passed 950 gigawatt-hours in 2024. As transport and power grids electrify, lithium becomes a demand multiplier. Lithium is critical, but its market is volatile. USGS says U.S. battery-grade lithium carbonate averaged $71,100 per ton in 2022. By 2024, the average fell to about $14,000 per ton, a 66% drop from 2023. IEA says prices fell after the 2021 to 2022 surge as supply expanded and markets cooled. Low prices help consumers today, but can delay the mines needed tomorrow. If this breakdown is useful, like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you want us to make more short videos like this. Mining lithium is only half the story. The real choke point is processing, converting raw lithium into battery-grade chemicals. IEA warns refining is more concentrated than mining across critical minerals. By 2035, China is projected to supply over 60% of refined lithium and cobalt. So, lithium dependency is not just about deposits, it is about chemical capacity. The United States has lithium resources, but still depends heavily on imports. USGS says U.S. net import reliance was more than 50% of apparent consumption in 2024. From 2020 to 2023, U.S. lithium import sources were Chile at 50% and Argentina at 47%. That is why governments are funding domestic extraction, processing, and recycling. In the new energy economy, lithium supply is national strategy. Lithium supports clean energy, but extraction is not impact-free. In South America's salt flats, brine extraction competes with fragile desert water systems. UNCTAD cites estimates that nearly 2 million liters of water may be needed to produce 1 ton of lithium. A University of Chile study reported Atacama salt flat subsidence of 1 to 2 centimeters per year in intensive mining zones. The future lithium economy must measure not only tons, but water, land, and community consent. The lithium solution is not only more mining, it is also circular supply. Today's recycling cannot yet meet fast-growing lithium demand.
The IEA says battery recycling could meet 20 to 30% of lithium, nickel, and cobalt demand by 2050.
But that depends on collection rates, recycling yields, and policy. Recycling will not replace mining soon, but it can reduce strategic vulnerability. The lithium paradox is simple. The world has resources, but supply may still fall short. IEA projects lithium demand could grow 5-fold by 2040 under stated policies. Even with announced projects, expected mined lithium supply could be 40% short of demand by 2035. The winning countries will diversify mines, build refineries, recycle batteries, and protect ecosystems. Lithium will not decide the energy transition alone, but without it, the transition slows down. Like, share, and subscribe for more strategic supply chain explainers, and leave a comment telling us which resource or country you want us to cover next.